Live from central Pennsylvania, this is CBS 21 News This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Sherry Christian. Here's what's happening in the news today. Breaking overnight, several people injured after a car plows through a group of pedestrians in California, while police are saying this was no accident. Also breaking, the death toll of the Sri Lanka attacks rises as the FBI arrives to investigate. Ashley Honey is following the overnight developments from the Alert Center. Plus, a fallen Marine from our region will be laid to rest today. And more finance woes for the Harrisburg School District, what the State Auditor General is saying ahead of a meeting later today. But first, let's get a check of weather with Steve Knight.
Well, I had some showers move through during the evening hours last night. Those have all now pushed off to the south and off to the east. We're going to be a little bit breezy throughout the day today. Some clouds out there first thing, but it's pretty mild. A lot of spots are already into the 60s. So a breezy day today, but skies clear out. It's going to be pretty pleasant this afternoon. We're going to see a high temperature right around 70 degrees. Some clouds return tomorrow along with a few stray showers that will be around. So some April shower chances are going to come back here as we round out the work week. But in the meantime, hey, enjoy your day today. We've got partly sunny skies. Again, a little breezy at times. Look for a high temperature near 70.
Breaking overnight, 8 people injured after a driver slammed their vehicle into them. It happened in Sunnyvale, California, which is west of San Jose. Police say the driver sped through an intersection and drove directly into the people. Police are now investigating it as if it was intentional, as it appeared the driver did not apply the brake or slow down. The driver is now in custody. Also breaking overnight, the U.S. Embassy in Sri Lanka announces the FBI is on the ground in the country to help assist in investigation into the Easter suicide bombings that killed 359 people, including 4 Americans. ISIS has also released this video claiming these are the suicide bombers, pledging allegiance to the Islamic State. Sri Lankan officials had said the bombings were in retaliation for the New Zealand mosque shootings last month, but New Zealand officials say they haven't been able to confirm that. We're now going to send it over to Ashley Honey in the Alert Center. Ashley, there have been a lot of developments from Sri Lanka overnight.
Sherry, good morning. Yeah, a lot of new information that's coming into us. The U.S. ambassador in Sri Lanka saying America had no prior knowledge of the threat before the bombings. The ambassador at the same time acknowledging a failure within Sri Lanka's intelligence system for missing warning signs of the attack. We're also learning this morning 18 more suspects were arrested overnight, bringing the total number of people in custody there to 58. However, Sri Lanka's Prime Minister is still warning citizens that several suspects armed with explosives are still at large. And Sherry, as you said just a moment ago, that death toll has now risen up to 359, up from just 321 yesterday. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern now weighing in, saying she hasn't seen any reports from Sri Lanka that the Easter bombings were in retaliation for the mosque massacres in Christchurch back in March, and that for now, New Zealand is going to stand back while Sri Lanka continues its investigation.
All right, Ashley. Well, new this morning, York City police are investigating a fatal stabbing. A man was found with a stab wound in the 500 block of Wallace Street around 10:30 last night. Police say he was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. No word on any suspects. Happening today, a memorial service for Sergeant Benjamin Hines. The York County native was one of 3 Marines killed in a roadside bombing in Afghanistan earlier this month. CBS 21's Joe Ducey is live in Camp Hill, where folks will say their final goodbyes later this morning. Joe.
Yeah, Sherry, good morning. Friends and family of Sergeant Hines remember him as a hero who had an infectious sense of humor and always put others before himself. After joining JROTC as a student at Dallastown Area High School, Hines entered the Marines right after graduating in 2006, quickly advancing in rank and receiving dozens of awards along the way. Those who served with him say the 31-year-old exemplified both bravery and patriotism during 2 tours of duty overseas. We spoke with 2 American Legion members at Hines' visitation yesterday. Well, they may not have known him personally. They say what he did in service for his country will never be forgotten.
This gentleman perished for our country. He's a hero. We like to let people know these are our heroes.
The memorial service for Sergeant Hines gets underway here in Camp Hill later on at 11 o'clock this morning. For now, reporting live in Camp Hill, Joe Ducey, CBS 21 News.
Thank you, Joe. Today, the superintendent of the Harrisburg School District will meet with state education officials to discuss the district's finances. On Twitter last night, Auditor General Eugene DePasquale retweeted a Penn Live article saying he is giving everyone 2 weeks to work it out or he's stepping in. And this comes just days after DePasquale slammed the school district for refusing to cooperate with state auditors working for the Department of Education, given the district's past financial scandals and ongoing budgetary issues. Meanwhile, Harrisburg School Board members are facing criticism for their decision to hire James Ellison as the school's new in-house solicitor. Ellison served in the same role for a school in Coatesville, Chester County, as well as Central Dauphin. In 2016, Ellison was ordered to pay $420,000 as part of a settlement over allegations he overcharged taxpayers in Coatesville and gave the district unsound legal advice.
You know, I don't know the gentleman, but we have had audits in previous school districts where he was a solicitor that were troublesome findings.
CBS 21 reached out to Ellison for comment but have not heard back. Police in Susquehanna Township are looking for the person they say fired 10 bullets into a house where a mother was inside with her 5-year-old daughter. Police released this video of a driver pulling a truck up to a house in the 3500 block of Bel Air Road the night of April 16th. They say the driver circled the block a few times before the passenger got out and started shooting. A gunshot victim in York is now facing charges. Police say a man was found shot in the area of North George Street and Hamilton Avenue on Monday. The victim, identified as Pedro Diaz, was taken to the hospital for a gunshot wound behind his ear. After investigating, police say the shooting was gang-related and Diaz was targeted. He was also found with a stolen gun. North Godoras Township leaders are looking into the cost of staying with the Southwestern Regional Police Department. A special meeting was held last night to discuss their options after supervisors decided to end the coverage. Taxpayers pay more than $1 million a year for it, and supervisors don't believe they're getting their money's worth.
If they can work out a contract type relationship, I think it's the better. I would rather see them do that than leave the department completely.
If the township decides to leave the coverage, the change would go into effect in 2020. They would be taken over by another local police department. Officers in Illinois issuing a stern warning for anyone who knows why a 5-year-old boy has disappeared. The latest on the investigation that police say is not going away. Plus, if you're watching TV right now, you could be at risk of falling for a scam. The new way con artists are tricking consumers into parting with their money.
Well, we're waking up to some clearing skies and it's pretty mild. A lot of spots are in the 60s already this morning. I'll let you know we're going to see another round of April showers with my first morning forecast.